Let's get salty!
Everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and it's time for us today to talk about monetization at Hearthstone. It has been a very hot topic.
That was cringe.
Okay, I put rag there, that's a little cringy, but still, it's been a lot of discussion about it with recently added mythic portraits that cost as much as a AAA game, like an Astrobot or, you know, anything along those lines. And there's a lot of discussion of over Blizzard greed, what's going on with all of this. And also, I get a lot of attacks personally for just purchasing this stuff. And I kind of wanted to go over my feelings on everything, try and be clear on what I'm doing, because I get people that I get like comments of like, you said you would boycott diamonds, you would boycott this, you would boycott that, when I have literally never boycotted anything at Hearthstone. Believe it or not, never done that. We're just going to talk about it and why the direction of the game in terms of monetization I think is actually for the most part a good thing, and we kind of need to look at the bigger picture. But at the same time, there is no justifying of these prices or anything. It's a weird thing. Anyways, we'll go into that. You enjoy the content on the channel, feel like I've earned your subscription, please hit that sub button down below. Give the video a like, it helps us out a lot as we're on the road to 86,000 subscribers. So yes, lately we have seen more cosmetics, more expensive stuff, I almost said another word, in the shop than ever, where you have a mythic portrait at $60 US, 75 Canadian. You can buy golden mini sets that come with diamond cards for like $100, 87 something Canadian. It's quite, I think it's like 75 USD. Have cosmetic cards we never used to have when Hearthstone launched, with like diamond cards, signature cards, and basically they equate in terms of Blizzard land like $20 per hit, which again is pretty crazy. But I'll just point out there's competitors out there that actually charge a lot more for bundles of like tokens or variants or whatever. It's pretty wild what the mobile game scene is like. And it wasn't that long ago in Hearthstone where there were just these three portraits in the shop. That was it. And I think even then people are laughing like, oh, that's overpriced. And now we're at the point where we have more than ever. But the big thing with all of these cosmetics, which has always been true, is they're just cosmetic. It never gives you an advantage, or you could argue a Mythic Ragnaros gives you a disadvantage. You have no interactables on the board, although it nerfs it for your opponent too, which, by the way, can they fix that? That is insane that, like myself, I paid for this 3 times now because I've given 2 away, 1 for myself. I pay to have the board worse. I can't even interact with it, but I love the portrait. It's cool. But again, this stuff is extremely expensive, right? There's no world where you can justify this stuff. However, there are a lot of people that buy it. I'm one of them. And the main thing that it has allowed Hearthstone to do, which is something I'll just say a certain other Marvel game hasn't done by charging a lot for cosmetics and stuff, is make the base game cheaper overall. Like, there's not really much debate about that. The game is more accessible than ever. I'm on my EU account. I haven't unlocked anything or whatever, but we have a rewards track which gives way more rewards than it used to in the past, since that has launched back in like what, late 2019, early 2020. We get more rewards than ever. We get these events, which we got one coming in less than a week. It's all cosmetics, but we get like packs and stuff a lot of the times. We get that, but more importantly, if we hop over to a new account, this is over on my Asia account. I haven't played on this for years. You can see that they have these new things called catch-up packs that can have up to 50 cards in a pack and help new players, returning players, stuff that they never offered before. So that's been really great. And they also, insanely, like the latest loner decks that they have are just crazy. So I haven't played in a while on this account. I get like for free a Zilliax, I get an Eliza Gore Blade, a Buttons, a Primus, a Reska, a Natural Talent, a Seamstress, a Razzle Dazzler. Like, that's crazy. That stuff never used to happen in the game, where you can get all this free stuff as a newer returning player, which is just great. So they have leveraged this to allow themselves to like give more rewards, give new and returning players more stuff than ever, while not changing the base cost of the game, right? Packs are the same cost, mini sets are the same cost. It's still expensive, don't get me wrong, but they have lowered the entry to barrier a lot, which is a big deal. And that's why, for me, this direction with cosmetics, which is again purely optional, is the way to go. And there's a lot of confusion I get from people, especially people that hate on me for like buying this stuff because it's so expensive. It's utterly ridiculous to spend. We take a look at Diamond Zeph. Like, again, this is insanely expensive, but at the end of the day, it's optional, and the people that buy it basically help fund the game. I unironically do believe that, but the reason I've made tweets like passing on this, it's ridiculous for me personally, was because like I already have the signatures. I saved a bunch of packs from my arena openings when the mini set came out. I opened those packs. I got the 2 signatures I was missing. I got pretty lucky with that. But it wasn't the stance that like I'm against cosmetics in the game. I'm against them being utterly insanely expensive. I think they would make more money if this was just 20 bucks in the shop like the ETC. I think it's a dumb thing they're missing out on, but that's marketing, that's pricing. My argument I was just complaining about is it's just too expensive for me. I have to pass. It's not that I don't think they should have cosmetics, that I don't think they should charge for them. It's just too much. The only main issue I've had with their direction of stuff lately was with the Ragnaros Mythic Portrait. First off, it's too expensive. I think they would make more if they charged like 40 bucks for it. I think they've overpriced it, but I'm sure they'll see their sales may say something otherwise. I think it's too expensive, but the thing is the board. They took away the new expansion board and basically alluded to that it was to, you know, put it towards resources like this. However, they're putting it towards resources they're charging money for. They took a free thing away to make something that they would make money off of. And that's the big mistake that I think they've made. As long as everything else in the game stay true and the cost of the game keeps, you know, going down to an extent with all the free rewards we get, returning packs, catch-up packs, drops, all that stuff, I don't think there would have been nearly as much frustration, complaints about this. And that's why I keep bringing it up. It's like the new expansion board, every expansion, not only is it nice to get for free, but it's a core Hearthstone experience to me. Like clicking the boards. If you've been seeing the WoW boards, it's been nice to click on those, but again, that's just like a core experience. It's getting that expansion hype, getting immersed. Like the fact we don't have a cool beach themed like board right now, there's so many cool things they could have done, is a real shame. And that's where I get upset. And that was the point where like, yeah, that's when I want to start kind of boycotting or going against things, is when they actively take things away. That's the issue. But yeah, my stance on this stuff right now, I'm pretty much going to keep buying every portrait because I enjoy it. I like to show it off in the stream or the videos and all of that. I'm going to keep doing that. In terms of diamonds, as long as I feel like it's worth getting, I'm going to get. Signature the same. It's all overpriced. It's all not worth it. But at the end of the day, I'm putting money towards a game that is my livelihood as a content creator, tax write-off and all that stuff. It just kind of makes sense, and it does help fund the game that we all love or love to hate or whatever. So I just wanted to be clear on everything with monetization. I'm okay with the strategy. I think it's fine. It's way overpriced. I feel like, again, if they would just like, for example, let's say they offer like $25 for the Zeph, $50 for the 2 signatures, or you could get it at a discount, $60 for the 3. It's just more options. More people have the opportunity to buy it. I feel like that makes sense. But again, that's more of a marketing strategy. I don't really think it's anything other than that. So I don't know. That's my rambling on the monetization. I'm glad we're not paywalling cards. I'll use this as a last example. Marvel Snap, the main competitor to Hearthstone, I would say, even more so the Magic Arena. They paywall a card every month behind a $10, $15 season pass. They paywall effectively Series 5 cards behind tokens, which they value to be around like $75, $100 per card. I'm very happy that Hearthstone has continued to at least not paywall any cards outside of that one stupid pre-order fiasco with the Corridor Sleeper, which they have not done again. and have let it be just, we're going to charge a ridiculous, stupid amount for cosmetics you don't need. And there's the whales and the idiots that'll buy it. And we'll just, you know, it feels bad for the people that would like to get it that can't. But at the end of the day, you know what? We'll bring a lot of this stuff back eventually, and we'll let them get it for gold if they want at some point. And I'm glad they put those options, right? They bring some pretty cool portraits back. You can get it for gold. You don't have to spend money. You just have to wait a bit longer. So there's that, right? They have all sorts of options for everybody. But at the end of the day, no cards paywalled. Barrier to entry is lowered significantly. Still an expensive game, but I just want to be clear. I've never boycotted anything. I'm not planning on it. The only major gripe I've ever had is the stupid board, which I think they need to just bring back. I want a new board. I'm so bored. Even the WoW boards. I play WoW. I see all those boards. I want something new. Anyways, let me know what you think about the monetization. Am I totally off base? Am I an idiot? Am I wrong? Is it horrible? Should everything just be different? Let me know. Let me have it in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.